Hi everybody, it's Julessa. Today I wanted to show you how to season a brand new crucible. So let's get started. So today we are going to season a brand new crucible. And what that means is we're going to coat the crucible with a coat of borax, which is a nice glassy film. What that does is it helps prevent the metal from sticking to the crucible and also helps keep the metal clean so that when you're ready to pour, it can actually pour smoothly outside of the crucible. The first couple of things you're going to need, obviously, is your crucible, and you want to set it up in the handle. In this particular one, you squeeze it to open it, stick your crucible in there, and then make sure that it's secure. So this is secure now. The other thing you need is some borax, and I like to use what they're called didymium glasses, and what that does is it tones down all the yellow UV light in your torch, so it's actually better for your eyes. It saves your eyes from getting damaged. The last thing you're going to need, of course, is your torch. I have a Smith Little torch, and I've got it set up so that we can get this started. The first thing you're going to do once you've got everything set up is heat the crucible until it's a bright pink before you start putting any borax in it, because you want it to melt and stick to the bottom of the crucible. So I'm going to heat this up until it's bright pink. You want to keep your flame about 1/4 of an inch above your crucible. That's the hottest part of the flame. It's just past the white of your actual flame. You don't want to put any borax in there until you know the crucible is nice and hot. And the way you can tell it's nice and hot, it's bright pink. Okay, the bottom of mine is starting to turn pink. So I'm going to be putting some borax in here just shortly. You're just going to do it a pinch at a time. So I'm taking a pinch, sticking it in there, melting it down just a little bit, adding some more, because you want to have enough borax in there to actually completely coat the bottom of the dish. Once you have a few pinches of borax in the crucible and it's melted, you want to twist it around and move that borax around in your crucible so that it coats everything. And if you get to a point where you think the borax there isn't enough, you just add some more. One thing I want to say is when you're doing this, the borax is going to fall to the area that is the hottest, so you want to aim your flame towards the parts of the crucible that are not coated. And I need to get a little bit more in here. A little bit too close on that one. So as you can see, the borax kind of bubbles up. Now this process will probably take you about 10 to 15 minutes to do it right. I'm probably going to speed this up at some point so you don't have to sit through all of it. So I'm coating it all the way around as best I can. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you get the coating up and over this lip right here, because that's where your metal is going to pour from, and you want to make sure that it doesn't get stuck. I have to switch hands here so I can get the borax all the way around on the other side. Be careful not to burn yourself. I'm trying to get it up on the back side of my crucible. And go back to my other hand. Trying to get that borax down over the end of my pouring spout here, because it's very important to have that coated as well. This is not a quick process, so take your time. Make sure that you get the whole thing coated, because in the long run it's actually going to do you better. If you start to melt your metal in it and it gets stuck to the bottom, then you're going to have a hard time getting it out. So I recommend taking as much time as you need to get this right. That's going to about do it for mine. Today, I showed you how to take a brand new crucible and turn it into as much time as you need to get this right. The first thing you want to make sure to do is that your crucible is hot enough to melt the borax before you start putting the borax inside of it. The second thing you want to do is make sure that the borax coats the entire crucible, and that even the spout has borax on it too. That will make your metal move smoothly inside the crucible and pour quickly into your ingot mold. And finally, the last thing you want to do is wait till it cools, check it, make sure it's glassy all the way around, and if it's not, go ahead and try this process all over again and make sure that it gets all the way around. If you have to, do it multiple times. It's not going to hurt it. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, give me a comment down below, give me a like, share this with your jewelry friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to leave this on my block to cool down just a little bit. That way I can show you what it looks like.